Today is January the 4th, 2026. Happy New Year. So, this dream starts off I'm in a store. It's not a store that I'm familiar with. I'm looking at Leaf, Leaf, Leaf. Um, and I don't know, the leaf, they're very beautiful. There's not a particular reason. It looked like they were all silver, I think. But it wasn't a particular reason why I was looking at them. I just was looking at them. And I was just standing up there for a while. And I think there was someone else next to me. They were kind of looking at them. And there may have been some gold ones there too. And they're a pretty, a nice size. And they were just there at the store. I don't know what the purpose of them were, what they were for. And so I had things in my basket. I had a basket. I had things in my basket. And right after that, I had a box too. I don't know why. I came in the store with a box. And I'm 5'2". It was about as tall as me, a small, like half my size, in width, but standing about close to my height. A little, shorter. Could have been like 4'11" or something like that. The box. And so while I'm looking at the leaf and everything, I had left it on the side. Well, I was through and I decided I was going to get a leaf. Now, in the dream, I don't know what I was going to do with it. And I thought, you know what, let me get my box too, while I'm going to leave. And so as I moved up to the front of the store, they had, just like you would go in Walmart, they have all these little self-help aisles that you can go into. And then you move down to the end, it's for, more groceries and everything like that. And as I'm passing by, one of the smaller self-help area was empty. And it looks like a self-help, but there's a clerk in each area, but it's for smaller amounts of items that you have. But I kept going because I'm going to follow the rules and go down. I have, a little more than, that for that area. So I'm going on down and this big presence. I don't see him. I even think he was bigger than the energy ball that it was to me a force, FORCE. It was just a force that was there. I couldn't see. And he told me, no, go into this lane right here. You go in here. And I thought, oh. So I go up into this lane and I didn't even get a chance to get my things out the basket and put it on whatever you call that little aisle thing, which you put that on for it to, ride up. I looked up there and there's little jars of baby food jars, just baby food jars, just everywhere. Probably estimating just about 60 jars. And then a top of like 8 or 9 of them were open, and it's a mess on a few other, So not all the jars. It was a lot of them, but just like 7, 8, 9 of them had the top and stuff come. The food is out the jars. And my cashier that was there and my clerk, it's not there. My clerk is not. My clerk is look like she's bending over to the left, helping someone over there. And I'm like, oh, I started cleaning the tops then. I don't know. I don't know when she's going to return, when the clerk's going to return. So I'm trying to clean up the baby food off the jars. And even in the dream, I'm wondering, why do I have baby jars? They're not my baby jars, but apparently they were my baby jars. And then the clerk turned around from the right aisle and started cleaning up the tops with me. And so then I woke up from that dream. And so I'm not going to get in depth. Like I said, this dream happened today. I'm not going to get in depth with the whole, what the symbols meant. But to me, I felt like that was my angel, the force, because I never saw him. And he just commanded me, no, you just go right up in there. And when I got up in there, the clerks, the cashiers, are the guides. They're the guides that help us in our life. And it's funny because last night That other dream I had with the crack in the sky, well, I named that black lady Miss Debbie. And I was telling the Lord, I don't know, where's Miss Debbie? I don't know Miss Debbie yet, because it's funny. After that dream, I had another dream, and she had nothing to do with it, but I was on the bus in this dream, and she was in the other dream, and she had a wig on her head, a gold wig on her head, sitting by a window in the sea. And I looked over in the dream, and I said, there go Miss Debbie, because I already named her Miss Debbie. And I have not seen her again since then. So last night I was telling the Lord, where's Miss Debbie? I know that was you, Miss Debbie, over there in that dream, sitting over there with that wig on. I know that was you, Miss Debbie. Where you at? And so in this dream I had today, the clerks, the cashiers are the guides. See, Miss Debbie is a guide. Remember, she was telling me, no, she was telling all of us, 3, 4, 5 of us, just keep on going, keep on going. She's the guide. So these clerks are guides. So I went up there, my guide is gone, Miss Debbie. My guide is gone. So as I'm doing the food and they're trying to get the top and get them clean, the food off and everything, the other guy, that's somebody else's guy helping them, turned around and helped me. So it told me that particular guy that I'm used to or have expectations for is gone, but we're never alone, because another guide will come and help you. And if you don't like the terminology guide, angel, it doesn't have to be an argument or a fight, right? We have our main angel, right? I look at guides, I've always looked at it ever since I was a child. I've always knew we had helpers. From my experience, always known we had helpers. They're helpers. You can look, if you don't like guide, helpers. But the point of it is, she's gone, someone else steps in, and they help you. And yes, I can go into the baby food and everything like that, but I'm not going to do that because it just gets long, and it looks like it kind of tells me that I have been asked. It's like an assignment, and it's nothing where you're like some great teacher or anything. It's every day. It's you. All those baby jars can be, for people, right? So I'm going to end this, and then I'm going to come back and make another video. Okay? Bye.